Okay. We got Sue. We got Val. So we got Sean, the most important guy today, Saturday. Okay, ladies, and we have Anne coming on. Woohoo, it's a party now. Okay. So heavy weights, medium, and slightly lighter. So we got the whole gamut. And we also have these discs. So again, if you have these, great. You only need one. If not, a sock or a towel. And then that's it, we're ready. You ready? No. Okay, we're gonna take our heels just to the edges of the mat and we're gonna turn our toes out. So you're in your sumo squat position. Bring your hands to heart and just give me a little squat. And back up. When you come up, I want you to really engage the back of the body. So squeeze whatever you can think of squeezing. This is just your little warm up going on here. We are going to do sumos with weights. Why? Because they're good for us. Keep going. Maybe you build some deeper range as we progress through these repetitions. Try not to fold your upper body down where you're looking straight down at the floor, right? You want to keep your spine nice and long and your chest nice and proud. And then just figure out a way to get the butt down. Okay, we're going to hold this next one. So take it wherever you're comfortable. Try to shift your weight backwards, of course, without falling. Go a little deeper if you can. And now take your hands to the mat, step back to plank. From your plank, go right to your down dog. Hold on this spot and push your heels to the floor. Come back to plank. Step your feet in, so now your knees are under your hips. Go to a small dog with your heels down. Come back to hovering your knees. Step back to plank. Meet me in your down dog. Drive your heels to the floor. Come back to plank. Step your feet into bear. Go to your dog. Someone's not on mute. Back to bear. Step back to plank. Meet me in your down dog. Heels push to the floor. Adding on, come back to plank. Lower to the forearms. Hollow out your belly, push your heels backwards. Legs are locked out. Back up to your plank. Step your knees in, you're in bear. Go to a small dog. Back to bear. Step back plank. Big dog. Push your heels down. Back to plank. Lower to the forearms, hollow out the belly. Push your heels backwards, legs are locked out. Back to your hands. Step your feet in, you're in bear. Small dog. Back to bear. Step back plank. Downward dog. Lift your left leg, adding on. Lift your right leg. Put that foot down, come back to plank. Step your knees in bear. Go to your small dog. Back to bear. We're going to move a little quicker. Step back plank. down onto the forearms, up onto the hands, back to down dog. Lift your left leg. Lift your right leg. Come back to plank. Step into bear. Small dog. Back to bear. Back to plank. Down onto the forearms. Back up to the hands. Back to down dog. Lift your left leg. One more time through. Lift the right leg. Back to plank. Step your knees in bear. Small dog. Back to bear. Step back plank. Lower to the forearms. Back up. Downward facing. Lift your left leg. Right leg. Back to plank. Step in bear. Put your knees down. You have 5 cat-cows. Your pace. Explore whatever angles feel good for you. Sorry about that. Okay, neutral spine. Right arm forward, left leg back. Bring your knee and elbow to meet in the middle, so you're rounding your back. And then extend out long. Do the same on the opposite side. Left arm out, right leg back. Pull in. Extend. Back to all fours. You're going to open your knees to the width of the mat. You're going to come onto the tops of your feet and sit on your heels. Walk your palms to the corners of the front of your mat and lower your chest towards the floor. Keep your forehead up. The forearms are also off the floor. Walk your hands out a little further. Lower your chest if you can. Come back onto all fours. Bring your knees back in, tuck your toes under. Left hand to the left ear. Lift your left shoulder. Cross that elbow over to the right one and do it again. And do it 4 more times. Good job. Switch sides, right hand to right ear. Lift that right shoulder. Cross it over. And keep going. Work as big of a range as you can. Here's your last one. You're back to cat-cows. Round your back. Maybe switch up the angle, shifting the hips back. Maybe walk your hands forward a little bit. And then reverse it. It's all about exploring. Really good mobility work for your thoracic spine. Okay, you're in a neutral spine. We're all going to meet in a small dog. Heels down on the floor. Start to elevate really high on the toes. And then lower the heels. Keep going. One more. Hold it up. Just hold. Make sure your heels are in alignment with the pad of the foot. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale to a flat back. So you're extending the spine. Shift your hips backwards. Walk your hands forward. Hold the spine in extension. Legs are locked out straight. Breathe, big, huge breaths. Okay, fold over those legs, let it all hang out. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. Flip your palms, move the arms back. Try to reach to touch the sides of your room. And now rotate your palms so they also are back. And then flip them up and just keep going. Nice and slow with lots of control. And again, you're pushing your arms outward while you do the rotation. So you feel a lot of the shoulders active. Couple more. Nice. Now, fold halfway down and let the arms relax. Retract the shoulders and then sweep your arms out to the side, a reverse fly. And then connect the palms and do that 4 more times. Nice, now come up to standing. Okay, time to start with weights. We're gonna ease into it, so I am not using my heaviest weight. I'm gonna hold it like this. I'm gonna step my left foot forward and my right foot back. So I'm gonna split lunge. Gonna get nice and high on the back foot. So lift the heel up. Now, give me a forward lean slowly. Just a little bend in your front leg. Rotate left. Come back square and go right. And just do that 4 more times. Whoops. Don't do that. So if you feel like a little unstable, take that back foot, move it a little further out. Okay, come back up with the shoulders over the hips. Step your back foot in and switch. Nice. Forward lean. Go right. And then left. Really lift that back heel as much as you can. Little bend in that front leg. You're just rotating the spine. Okay, now step forward, so both your feet are forward. Take the weight into the right hand. Left hand's just gonna float. Press up and down. We're just warming up. That's why this isn't the heaviest weight. We're gonna do a quick warm up for these shoulders. Up and down should feel fairly doable. Keep your neck long. Now, if you feel your body shifting forward when you press up, get it back. You want to feel your glutes active because they're stabilizing the body. Keep your neck long. Okay, we're going to switch arms. Keep going. And again, don't be too quick to lower. You want to create a little resistance. Weight to the heels, neck is nice and long. Friendly reminder, don't over grip that weight. It should just be resting in the hand. Few more. Okay, now switch hands. Hold it in the right hand. Take all your weight to your left leg. And then a single leg kickback. So the leg goes back behind you. Lower the weight to the floor. And then come back up. We're going to alternate. Change hands. Sweep the other leg back. Come all the way down. I'm going nice and slow, and I'm working the full range without punching my upper back. Alternate side to side. Let's do a few more. You want to keep the pace going down and up. Similar. Switch one more time on each leg. And when that weight comes down, it should be right on the instep of the foot. Okay. Put that weight down. Now I'm gonna just grab a sip of water. You're gonna grab the heaviest weight you have, only one. So we're gonna progress the single leg deadlift by using a heavier weight. So I've got it in my right hand. I'm gonna sweep the right leg back this time. So weight in the right hand, right leg is going back. Come on down with that weight right inside the foot and then come back up, switch sides. And you choose your pace. Whatever pace you go down at is what I would like you to come back up at. Whoops. Lots of control. Try not to wobble the foot. You want to keep everything as stable as you can. We're going to do 4 more. Now you have 2 more. Nice. Okay. Keep this one weight. You're going to hold it vertically. We're going to take our feet back to that sumo position. And we're going to start sumo squats. So your toes are out. As soon as you start to lower, you want to shift your butt backwards, proud out your chest, keep your face up, and just go up and down at a pace that you can own. Be consistent here. Nice. Keep going. Okay, now we're going to change the pace. It's your choice. You're either going to go faster or you're going to go slower. Now we're going to change it again. Do the opposite. So I was going faster. Now I'm going to go slower. Find your breath today. You want to breathe as much as you can. And now take the weight down. Hammer curl it to a press. Switch hands. Squat slow. Hammer curl to a press. Keep going. And of course, you always have the option. Whoops, I stayed on the same side. Can't talk and do this. You always have the option, if you don't have heavy weights, just to do 2 at a time. When you're down with the weight, ask yourself if you can lower that booty anymore. Okay. Bring your feet in, grab the other weight. So now you're holding 2. Back to that sumo position with the feet. I'm going to have the weights out in front. You can shoulder them or keep them anywhere you want. I'm going to switch, but I'm going to start with them down. Squat and up. Nothing fancy here. Keep that chest proud. It's all about posture. Okay, I'm going to add in when I come up a hammer curl with one arm. Take it back down. Hammer curl with the other. Press. Just progressing the exercise. And again, if you want to do both together, go for it. Four more. Okay, now I'm going to have you shoulder them. A little tricky to get them there. So I'm just holding the fronts. You ready? Squat and back up. Keep that spine nice and long. Your face up. Work as big of a range as you can. Whew. Starting to feel this. I'm going to try to do four more. Okay. Whew. Get rid of these one at a time. That got me into the sweat. Hopefully it did you too. Okay. Oh, you missed all the compound moves, honey.
Time means everything in life.
No, those are your favorites.
Oh.
Oh, he loves doing compound moves. Okay. Hit the floor on your knees. I've got an 8-pound weight. I'm going to do tricep kickbacks one at a time. So I'm in a quadruped position. Got my knees hip width apart, my toes tucked under. The weight is starting out in my right hand. Give me a row, and then kick it back to a straight arm, and then come down and row, and kick it back. Keep that going. We're going to do 12 on this arm, and then switch to the other. Please do not over squeeze the weight. Wanted to turn that fan. Keep going. Once you've done your 12, switch sides. Keep going. You got a whole new arm, feeling ready to go. Really. Make sure you're not swinging the weight, right? You have to think of, I'm going to place the weight almost, as opposed to swing it. Okay, back to the other hand. So you've got the weight back in your starting right hand. You're going to lift the elbow up and you're just going to kick it back and forward. So you're skipping the row. Try to do 12. And sometimes we think our arm is fully extending back there, but it isn't. So really give it the good old college try. More importantly, do not drop the face. Switch hands after the 12. Other side. Okay, we've got a nice easy transition here to 12 push-ups. Take the weight out of the way, get going. Nice job. Take it all the way back for a little reprieve. Stretch out those triceps. Okay, come on up. This is where we find our disc. Gonna move the mat out of the way. So we're gonna start the disc with no weights. A minute, grab a quick sip of water. Okay, you ready? Here we go. And again, whoops, I'm gonna move this further back. Disc on the right foot, sock or pillow or towel. Hands out in front, just take it back. So I'm going really slow. I'm gonna hold it back here. I'm gonna lean forward till I feel, oh my God, that is my glute. Once you have that oh my God moment, rotate left. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Square out your shoulders. In slow motion, slide back up. Whew, we did it.
Well done. Goodbye, everybody.
Switch feet. So back nice and slow. And again, if you can't do it with the disc, just step it back or modify something that feels right for you, right? So give me that big forward lean so you have that oh my God moment. Once you have that, rotate right. You're keeping the forward lean. That's super important. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulders forward, slide up slow. Nice. Okay. We're going to turn and face the right side of the room. We're going to do a lateral lunge. So I'm just going to slide the disc out and lower my butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, come up slow. Nice. Now just switch feet quickly and do the same thing, sliding with the other foot. Work whatever range you can muster. Once you're there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide up slow. Switch. No holds. We're going to slide left and slide right. You can also step. Just give me a few more. Then we're going to get down on the mat into a bridge. Here's your last one. Nice. Okay, find your mat again. We're going to all meet in a bridge. I want you to hold one of your heaviest weights 15 pounds, whatever you have that you can handle in a bridge position, resting it over your hips. So here we go. Just put it on the hips, bridge it up. Your feet are hip width apart. Now draw the belly down because that helps you protect your back. Keep that activation of the stomach. And just hold. So we're going to add in a skull crusher and some funky moves in this bridge. But for right now, we're just holding. Get comfy. Make sure your neck is long, you're nice and flat on the shoulder blades, you have no ponytail in the way. Squeeze those butt cheeks and lift them up. Nice. Now draw the knees together so they're touching or almost touching, and then open them back out as wide as you can, like a bridge frog. And then close. Squeeze your inner thighs and then open. Super duper good for the back of the body. Keep the belly down and active. We're just squeezing and opening as wide as we can each time. Okay, now let's all meet where we started with our knees hip width apart. Pick up your weight, arms straight up to the ceiling, and we're going to do some skull crushers while we hold the bridge. So elbows over shoulders, and you just bring the weight down, bending at the elbow. Watch your head and press it back up. And keep going nice and slow with lots of control. Butt up, butt squeezing, tummy down. Oh my goodness, there's so much to think about. Okay, bring the weight back down on your hips and just start again. Open and close the legs. If you're holding a 15 or 20 pound weight or whatever heavy is for you, you should be almost at the point of holy shit. Having a holy shit moment. Okay, a few more of these open and closing, and then one more round of skull crushers. And then we get a little reprieve. Okay, take that weight back up. Knees are hip width apart. No movement between the elbow and the shoulder. Start your skull crushers. Now hold that skull crusher, but only halfway down. So you haven't worked your full range of motion. You're just in a holding pattern. Lift your hips higher and squeeze those butt cheeks. 5, 4, 3, 2. Rock that weight backwards and then pull it forward. Same angle in the arms that you had when you were holding. You have 5, 4, 3. Keep the elbows in line with the shoulders. 2. And 1. Drop the butt. Drop the weight. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm getting a sip of water. Okay, we got a little stretch to fix our rear.
That's it broken.
Oh my God, that was hard. Okay, heels to the corners. Flex your feet. Legs are straight. Walk it out. Spine and extension. When you're out, as far as those hands can go, lower the elbows, round your back. Let your head relax. Just breathe. Okay, just when you thought you were done working the back of your body, we're gonna do the Sean move. We're gonna do it 3 times. We're only holding it once our butt is up for 5 seconds. So let's get in position. Smallest bend in the legs you can have. Feet hip width, turn the toes in, turn the knees in. Fingertips only on the floor. Elevate the arms off the floor. Crowd out your chest. Press your heels down into the mat. Keep that press. Pull the heels towards your butt isometrically. Lift your butt. Squeeze your knees. 5. Harder. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower and release the legs. Take your arms all the way back behind you. And get ready for round 2. Arms back to the floor. Fingertips only. Toes and knees in. Press down. Pull. Squeeze and lift. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. Arms go back. Super duper good for ya. Last round, make it great. Fingertips. Toes and knees in. Push down. Pull. Squeeze the knees. Lift. And just when you thought you were squeezing them as hard as you could, squeeze them harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, arms back. We are going to Pilates style roll up. So arms start to come forward. Head tucks the chin to the chest, rounding the back, sucking in the belly, dive between the legs. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Okay, you're not here long. Take it back. Pilates style it all the way back down. Cross your hands over your shoulders if you can. Let the head hit the floor. Tuck the chin. Roll back up. You got to try to figure out a way to keep that belly in. Dive forward. And repeat. So the spine stays rounded. You go nice and slow with lots of control. Head down, tuck your chin, roll back up. Okay, chill out here for 3 big, huge breaths. Okay, back down to the floor, Pilates style. We're going to do a single leg V up. So you're going to lift up, left hand to the right foot, take it back down. Arms go back behind you, lift back up, right hand to the left foot. So you're lifting your leg up and you're rounding the spine back down. Keep going. So crunch up, crunch back down, arms back behind you all the way to the floor. One more on each leg. Okay, stay up, put your legs down. We're going to work our hip flexors a little bit and our quads. So take your heels just off the mat onto the floor. So you got your legs spread pretty far apart. You're going to take the hands behind you just for a little stability. Maybe lean back a little bit till you feel the belly needing to engage to protect the rest of the body. Hold that engagement. Lift your right leg up and over and back. And keep going. You're staying on the same leg. We're going to do it 5 on this leg, 5 on the other leg. Stay nice and tall, long through the spine. We don't want to round or collapse. Okay, once you've done 5 on that side, switch. You might notice you're better on one side than the other. Of course I am. It's always one leg, one arm, whatever, a little weaker than the other. We're not perfect. We're striving for perfection, but we're not quite there yet. Okay. Feet hip width apart. Take hold of a towel. Wrap it, keep your feet hip width apart, but wrap the towel around the bottoms of the feet and hold both ends of it. Get your spine long and spread out your chest. Did you lose your towel, honey? Oh, that's too bad. Here we go. Lean forward and then let the elbows hit the floor and drop your head. Now use your hands to help you get your chest a little closer to the legs. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, release the towel, come back up. We're going to do a 90-90 stretch. So I'm going to take my left hip, move it all the way over to the left side of my mat. I'm going to take my left leg, put a 90-degree angle in it. And I'm going to take my right leg and put a 90-degree angle in that. You got that going on? Once you do, hands out in front, you're going to lower the chest over that left leg. And then come back up. And do that 4 more times. Lower and lift and lower and lift. And keep going till you've done 5. Now, once you're there, pick up that back knee, nothing else changes, just lift it up and lower it and lift and lower and lift. Keep trying to lift it a little higher each time. Nice. Once you've done 5, it's time to lift the foot up and down. Just 5 times. Nice. Now, take your hands to heart if you can. Do that forward bend over the front without using your hands and just do it 5 times. Okay, that's tough. Switch sides. So you're going to move your butt all the way over to the right side of the mat. Front leg 90 degrees, back leg 90 degrees. Hands out in front. Try not to depend on the hands too much. Lean over that front leg. Come back up. Work as big of a range as you can. Once you've completed 5 knee lifts. Once you've completed the knee lifts, 5 lifting of the foot. Nice job. Bring that leg forward. We have 1 more stretch to do quickly before we sign off. Lie back down, cross your knees. Right knee over left. Flex your feet, find them. Hold on to the outsides of your feet and draw the knees into your chest. Again, play around with the angles of the feet, the height of the feet, just to get that nice stretch through your right hip. Great job. Cross over the other way. Feet are flexed. Find them. Now play around. Pull the knees in. Maybe lift the feet up, down, switch it up. You got to explore. Nice. Okay, uncross them. Extend the legs all the way down. We are done, but we're gonna come up Pilates style. Draw in the belly. Arms come up, tuck your chin, suck in that stomach, dive between the legs. Oh, we did it. Another Saturday workout in the books for 2024. Okay, come on up. Bring your feet in. Let's get nice and high up on the toes. Nice. Come to a forward fold. And inhale to extend the spine. And then all the way back up. Hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! High five. We did it.
Hello.
Hello.